Joining us again here today, Jimmy Mort, brewmaster at the Spetzel Brewery. Thank you so much for joining us.
I'm glad to be here, Dave.
And right in front of us, a delicious chicken dish. And it's a lot that goes into it though, but it is really delicious and you're gonna wanna make this all the time at home. And it involves the Oktoberfest, which is something that Shiner puts out every year and is delicious. Talk to me a little bit about the Oktoberfest, what makes it special?
Well, the Oktoberfest, it's a Martin style ale. It's a celebratory beer. And being Oktoberfest season, we have, like the Oktoberfest in Fredericksburg, the Wurstfest, all these events coming up, celebratory type events. So our Oktoberfest just fits right in there.
Love it. And that's what we're using today with the chicken. And now to get this going, you're gonna wanna brine the chicken. And you know how important that is.
Yes, I mean, that's the seasoning in it.
That's right. You want to lock all that flavor in there. So you want to get some water, put it in a big pot, boil it up with some coarse kosher salt. You want to use some rosemary, some parsley, lemons, garlic. I also found some pickle seasoning. Throw it all into a pot, let it boil, and then once it boils, cool it down in a bath of ice, and then let that cool down in the refrigerator. And then you're going to want to get your chickens, put them in little separate containers, depending on how many you're doing. We're doing 2 chickens, right? So we're pouring it in, and then you're going to want it the breast side down. That's super important because you want the breast to get all that flavor, all that juiciness, and you're gonna let that go as long as you can. Recommended 24 hours, but you can do 12 to 24 and you're gonna get a lot of good flavor out of that. Once it's done being brined, you're gonna wanna pull it out of the solution, rinse it off, and then dry it off really nicely, pat it dry, and then you wanna get some butter and some seasoning as well, and you're just gonna kinda mash it into a ball. You get the compound butter, you rub it all together, and then you're gonna cover the whole chicken in that. Keep going everywhere. You wanna get every little crevice of the chicken, and then you're gonna deglove the chicken. That means you're gonna wanna go in between the skin and the meat, and then put all that butter on the inside. Cover that with kosher salt as well, and then you're gonna wanna put it right on top of a beer can that's halfway drank. That's kind of the fun part.
That is.
Because then you get to drink half of a beer, and then you're gonna put some more of that butter inside the beer. You can do it without the stand, but the stands really help. Put it in the grill. You're gonna wanna create an oven kind of in there with the grill, locking in all that heat, because you wanna get the internal temperature to at least 165. Once you hit 165, it is safe to eat, but let it go a little bit further because that way it's gonna get a little more tender. You're breaking down a lot of those tendons, the fat in there, and then about 174, 175, pull it off, and then that's when you can let it come out. Baste it a little bit as it comes out, but it's gonna be so tender and juicy from all that brining solution. Cut it up, put it on a platter, just like we have right in front of us. Get yourself an ice cold beer, open yourself one up. You can have a tortilla, you can also have your chicken, slice it up. It is so delicious, very easy recipe to do. You're gonna be a rock star when you make this at home. Follow the link on the screen for the recipe right now. Jimmy, thank you so much for helping me out here. Jimmy did almost all the work on that chicken. He was getting his hands on it.
It was fun.
It was fun. Grab yourself a tortilla, Jimmy. There we go, right in there. Wrap it up. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Oh, that's the bite. Delicious.
Cheers.